Good morning. Welcome back to these videos, these daily videos on starting your day a conscious way and really being the creator, the designer, the star of your life and wanting and not wanting, realizing how you want to experience your day and starting to experience your day, therefore your life in a better way because you are in charge of that. You are in charge of how you get to experience your day. And that's what I talk about in all these videos. So if you think that's crazy, circumstances are in control, I have no control, then please watch these every day because you're going to put your power back. You're going to feel more empowered knowing and realizing, yes, I do have way more control than I thought. So I'm going to start with some tarot cards, then I'm going to read some things about how we access our intuition. And it's just some stuff from Ask Your Spirit. We're going to refer to this more and more. I did a great video yesterday about certain symptoms that you may be experiencing, what they may be saying about your emotional states and what has caused them. Just a little input in that. There's so much more I can go into, and there's other books that talk about it too. But let's get going with the reading today because it's a good one. First card, Caught in the Ruins. And see what that is they're like their own little jail cell, but there's no roof. So it's they're behind a gate. But it's about being self-imposed. You put yourself in that jail cell, and that's exactly what we do. I have done that. I kind of put myself in there now in the last little while. But having that awareness is like, oh, I see how I contributed this. I see how I put myself in this situation. I don't like it right now, but you know what? All my choices, all my decisions put me there. And that's okay. We're human. We are meant to learn in this life. That's what this whole thing is about. We have challenges, things come up, that we get to go through, learn, grow, and learn from, and become different and move through it, become stronger, more powerful. Realize we have all the power, right? Stop waiting for something on the outside to change. That's me 100%. Often I wait. Whoa. So it's about self-imposed. It's like you may have put yourself in a hard situation, or you're in kind of, I take notes every day, so here they are, kind of a harder situation. It could be addiction to certain behaviors. Scrolling's a huge one, right? Having a drink every day after work, which I'm not saying that's bad at all, but if you do it to numb yourself and get out of reality and stay stuck in the victimhood, then there's a problem. So look at that, right? So we put ourselves in this. So it's about tapping into and knowing you have the courage, the strength to change things. The change lies within you by how you start to change your thoughts, how you talk to yourself, how you talk to others, and your belief system. That's what we talk about every day on these videos. So I love this line. It said, "Don't let the ruins of past, ruin your future." Don't let the ruins from the past ruin your future. And I was so focused lots of times on, well, why would I want to try that again? Because look what happened in the past. I never stuck with it because I get bored. I flip and flop. If things get sometimes too hard, I just change. I'm like, I don't want to do that anymore. I'm moving on to this. So then I stop trusting myself. I'm not going to stick with it. I know me. But with some things I do, exercise, healthy eating, and all that, I'm really good at. And it's about self-love and self-honoring. I am no longer going to put these restrictions on myself, as in beliefs that I can't do, right? Limiting beliefs. It says, take the next step to your freedom. I love that. It starts with a change inside. And what I put for myself too was stop waiting for the outside to change first. Before you can feel hopeful, before you can feel excited, right? I'm waiting for the outside to change. It hasn't changed. It still looks like this. Therefore, I will feel this. We need to change the feelings first. And then the next card is the Six of Wands. And that is about belief in self. And that goes perfectly with that other card. You need to believe in yourself. You're all born with a purpose, with desires that we're meant to live, like with a life we're kind of meant to live. We all have gifts that we can give to the world. And sometimes when we're stuck in something, we stop believing in ourselves, therefore stop sharing our gifts or stop being who we truly need to be and get to be in this lifetime. We close down. And when we close down like that, we feel unfulfilled, stuck, bored, even go into depression, because depression is repression and suppression. So suppression, a word. It's a repression. So I don't even know if that's a word. Anyways, depression is also a lack of expression, self-expression. All those things like that. So what it's saying to you is that there's victories, rewards, recognition. Embrace your gifts, your talents, and your successes. Let your light shine bright. So that's what you want to get to. And then the next cards, we have more from this deck. The Muse is one. And this one, the Muse talks about resourcefulness, inventiveness, right? The Muse. It's like, this is my inspiration. Sometimes we get inspiration from something or someone we can call our muse. That's kind of where that came from. But it's really about, it comes from inside of us. Resourcefulness, inventiveness. Call on your spirit muses to help you. And that's, remember when I say, ask God, source the universe, ask your angels, whoever you believe in, please guide me to the resources. Please guide me to the right people. Please guide me to a YouTube video. Please guide me to a book that can help me. Please guide me to a coach that can help me. Please guide me to videos like these ones. And believe that it will be, because you are fully supported. Your invisible support, God, source, universe, whatever, and your visible support, which could be friends, family, a coach, something online, all of those things. Remember, you have those. And then the spring card, oops, something popped up on my screen. The spring card is about planting and active preparation for your vision of the future. This is exactly what we get to do. If you cannot have the outside changes right now, which is kind of, to have them right away would be kind of strange. That means, of course, we're working on us, the inside of us, what I need to change within myself to have this in the future. And then anything around us. Like for me, I know, because I would like to move, that I get to start cleaning up my house. So I've collected so much stuff again. So I'm going to start purging and cleaning and clearing as if I am moving. Things like that. You can start preparations now. And that's what happens in the spring, right? We plant our gardens. And then the last card, which I love the Chariot card, because I love change. I love movement. I am the do. If things stay too much the same or stagnant, I get bored. So I love the Chariot card. This is about overcoming challenges, maintaining control over your surroundings as you're overcoming challenges. And what that means, it sounds like, well, aren't we supposed to work on ourselves? What it could mean is, what energy and people are you allowing into your life that affect you, right? If people are saying negative, bad things, then you're going to lose your self-belief. So that's the type of what energy, what are you watching? What are you listening to? What type of people do you surround yourself with? So that's what we can mean by control over your surroundings. What do I want to achieve in life? How do I want to be? What are my surroundings right now? How are they making things worse for me or better? That could be your home too. My place is kind of cluttered, and that bothers me. It makes me feel cluttered internally, and that's not good. You can stay on your chosen path if you make the decision firmly of what you really want in your life and sticking with it. Move forward decisively and have a clearly defined goal. Exactly. You can change it. It's just, it may even be, I know how I want to feel every day. I want my life to be full of more joy. That's a clearly defined goal. That is 100% possible. You can start that no matter what's going on the outside and where you live. Okay, those are our cards. I'm a little late, so let's move. Now, in her book, of course, in many books and many people, they talk about, because your soul's perspective is so vast, it can be difficult for your mind to relate to the knowledge and goals of your soul. But your spirit contains a blend of your mind's preferences and your soul's priorities, which makes your spirit a much wiser version of you and just your mind alone. Now, I don't use the word spirit, actually, or if I use the word spirit, I often mean our souls. So she's saying here it's actually kind of different, but everybody believes something different. But it's just interesting. When you receive information from your spirit, this is frequently referred to as intuition. And the dictionary defines intuition as cognition or knowing without the use of rational thought. So you may describe this knowing as a gut feeling. So what she mentions here, and I have gone into all of these, is your clairs, which are how you receive information from the quantum field, from the God source universe, whatever, that gut feeling, knowing, sensing, hearing things in your head that you're like, where did that come from? So these are the different clairs. See if you can recognize one that you have. There's more of them. This is just a few. Clairaudient, hearing messages from the spiritual world. When I get intuition, or when I talk to my guides or whatever, they talk to me. I hear them saying my name, Diana, this is. And I started doing that journaling. They came through and I would journal at the same time I would hear it. But when it's me talking to myself, I hear I am or you should. When it's them, it's like, Diana, you need to. As in, this is what you could do. Or here you go again, Diana. That's kind of that intuition. That's I don't hear voices, but I hear words. It's like my thoughts, but I know their thoughts are not me. Or it could be from your higher self. So there's so many things, but it's just wisdom that's coming through that you need to hear or be aware of. Could be a random word. And here's what she says, to slightly different version of your own voice saying something unexpected. Then there's clairvoyant, people who see, right? They have visions. They see events or information come through. They could see something that they think may happen in the past. They could see, let's say, someone getting in a car accident and then it happens. Things like that. I don't have that. Well, it's not one of my ones that I've worked on anyway. Seeing a slight haze of energy around the edges of leaves on a plant. Now, I do see that with out in nature. I have seen that. It can be shown visual images or glitter, sparkles around you. Yeah, very cool. Clairsentience, feeling energy. It's like when someone walks in the room and you feel their energy and you're like, whoa, they're negative, they're angry. Or when you walk in on two people who are completely silent, who know each other, and they're looking away and you're like, they just had a fight. Something's not right. They're mad at each other. That's clairsentience. We can feel energy, and pretty much everybody has this one that they can know of and they can recognize. You just feel the energy of something. Feels different, feels odd. And another one that she didn't put, which is like, what? Which is my main one, is claircognizance. I was born with this. Like, I just always remember this. Instinctive, unexplained, clear knowing, understanding or knowledge without external evidence or prior information. Insights seem to come from unknown source, a flash of knowledge, gut feelings. It's like, well, I know that's not true. Like, I know that's not, this is me, right? Religion, elections, two things that growing up I would always argue about. Elections are fixed, they're bullshit. Religions, this may come someone, it's not, here's the way I thought of it. I don't need to ask for God for forgiveness, because if God's an all-loving God, then God just forgives. Like, I don't even understand why I'd have to go to confession. Things like that were just my belief so strongly, or things that I just knew. I'd hear news things, or I'd be like, that's not true. Like, that's a story. That is, and I also had this awareness of the world we live in is not just this small when I was little. It's like, there's so much missing. Why don't people know what else is going on in the world? Why are people so unaware? So anyways, I was born kind of awake, as you would say it. But anyways, time's going fast. I will talk more about this, because if you're interested in this type of stuff, let me know below. Also, do you recognize which clair? And you can look at them. You can Google what are the various clairs. CLAIRES. Clairaudience, clairsentience, claircognizance, things like that. All right. Whew. Sorry for the longer one today, but it is very interesting. Okay, let's inhale, breathing up, expanding your energy, opening up your heart. Oh, lengthen. Oh my God, that feels good. Exhale, release and relax, and just let it all go. Inhale, beautiful, loving energy up, running it up above. Look up. Imagine white, beautiful light coming down Just cleansing, clearing, healing every cell of your body, rejuvenating your cells, bringing it right down to the center of the earth, grounding yourself there. Then bring that loving grounding earth energy into your heart center, expanding through your heart, bringing in more beautiful energy. And as you exhale, exhale your energy of love, light, compassion out into the world, spreading far and wide, making a difference in millions of people because your beautiful energy is being sent out into the world. And as you inhale, choose to breathe in more of that beautiful, loving energy that is there and available to us into your heart center. And as you exhale, bring it right down through your whole body, through your feet, grounding into the center of the earth, deep, deep, deep in the earth. And then you're growing roots far and wide. You're stable, safe, supported, and loved. Have an absolutely amazing day. Thank you for being with me. Bye bye.